What's up YouTube? I'm back with another video here at Chillin' FX, and I wanted to show you guys some conditions that I might would consider trading in a range. So I want to just preface it with, first off, ideally I don't trade ranges. I really don't. But I'm trying to help people see, like, if you are gonna trade a range, what should you look for? Like, what things can you do that'll basically increase your odds of having a successful trade in a range. Okay, so let's just go start to the next day. Little pre-London. All right, so kind of in this range right here. I mean, we moved up a little bit, but it's been a slow move up, and we're kind of stalemate, right? So let's put lines. Let's just do a full analysis, right? Start with clean charts. Clean charts. Delete all these. Deleted. Alright, so really, even as you can see here, daily's kind of moving sideways. It's not really breaking zones. Crappy price action, honestly, for this period. Our 4 hours pushing bullish, but again, it's a little ugly, honestly. Honestly, coming down to the 1 hour, we have our most recent resistance. Well, that's not most recent, but a strong resistance I'm going to use. Alright. And then a support. So to me, this is kind of our range. And we're moving sideways, right? Total range, 105 pips ish. Alright. We'll make a smaller range down here on the 30 minute. Oh yeah, let's do this. I always forget. Highlight it or select it, clone it. We'll get to the 30 minute, and so we're moving bullish, right? But what we're gonna look for is this sell right here. That's what I'm looking for, because at this point, as much as it's moved bullish, this is like 18 pips. I don't like it. There's a resistance right here. So to trade from here to here would be ridiculous, in my opinion. Okay, everything's going to be my opinion. If you have better strategies, maybe you go to the 5 minute and you do micro hits from here to here. I don't know. I don't know what your strategies are. But anyways, we're going to play it out. And the way it looks, ultimately, what I'm looking for is a break and close below here to push into this support. So we'll play it out and see what happens. Put a line here so I can kind of see what I'm looking for. It's looking to be see, we're rejecting it. If I break the low here, I'm definitely taking that. Pause it because I'm trying to do this at 2% because this is coming. It's coming off a resistance and it's breaking a low and a support. And then my risk is only 19 pips. So it's one of those things, man. Like, you have to decide every trade, are you willing to take the risk for that trade? And for this, I'm willing to take the risk. Win or lose, you know? Win or lose. And one of these days I'll just do like a straight simulator, right? And we'll just go through like sensible trades and we'll try to grow an account But for now, I'm just trying to show you what I look at in a range. Let's close it at 90, because 90% of our trade put in a break even. And see, that's why we take the 90%, because look what it did, it just retraced, right? And closed at this support. Now if I get a closure, I mean it's kind of closed below, but I can't wait for it to break this low, because if you do, you have to consider your risk, and 30 pips is quite a bit. And we could kind of look at it. I mean, to me, this is a range, right? But you could kind of look at it like this, right? This being a support or a resistance area right here, broken. If we're just testing it as support, right? I mean, it's still in an overall range. I mean, you can look at it like that, but you got all this right here. So I'm still not looking for buys within this range. It's just not practical. Now, if we kind of create like another support, come back and test this as resistance, like we can just kind of bar through, see if that happens. Okay, so that didn't work, did it? Anyways, but we got our trade in this range right here. The reason being breaking this support, breaking this low to come back and test this. So it's pretty successful. The beauty about these ranges though is like this is a breakout candle. So from this high to this low, 32 pips. So at 1%, I mean 32 pips is still kind of a lot, so let's see how the 15-minute candle looks. And then you got a resistance right over here too. So you got to be aware of that. But if we were actually breaking close above this resistance using my strategy, it'd be good to retest this candle here, this clean move right here. Let's see, what's this? 17, 20 pips. We use the current candle, 1%, 20 pips. Big move up. Test that resistance. Time, volume time, you know, London Open and all that good stuff. And this ain't range trading, this is kind of like impulse. Of course, it never broke the high, so that's alright. What that tells me is if it does break right here, close back, then we're taking this as a sell, right? Because this one is closed back in the range, right? So that means possible fake out, right? So this again, it's kind of low risk to retest the support that was created. Maybe we can even, like maybe this is that reversal, maybe not. It's a risk I'm willing to take, so let's take it. It's kind of how I see ranges. Don't like them. They're difficult. But if we're going to respect this area and then kick back down to kind of complete the fake out, so to speak. Clean candle move here, so it should be a clean candle drop down. Should be in a keyword. But I don't like messing with shoulds. Let's take this. a lot of this trading thing is psychology, man. You know what I mean? It's a big break. It's a big break. So once this wick starts to be created, let's play it out. Let's play it out. Let's see if it tests this area right here. This was support, broken support. Let's see if it tests it. If it rejects it, then we'll take a sell. But if it closes back in the range, then there's a chance, there's a good chance it still wants to move bullish. It's just too much. I mean, like I said, this is for you people that like, you're just itching to get in that trade and you have to trade a range and you don't have the patience. I don't necessarily suggest it, but it's just my opinion. Typically, this looks like it's gonna be, so if it breaks this low, I'm taking that sell for sure. For sure. Because this whole range, I mean 17, but the whole range is what I'm kind of shooting for. And this is all because this is breaking retest, right? Breaking retest within this range. So she come down, that's a good move. Tested this area, rejected it. No wick, a strong bearish push. Right there, that support. So I could have took that 90% and would have been good. I was busy kind of looking at other things running my mouth. But no wick is a strong bullet or bearish momentum. So I'm kind of just waiting. I got that support to deal with on the other, the support right here to mess with. But go ahead and get my 90%. See if we can tap all the way down. Nope. But now I'm playing it all the way down, right? Like, clone this as my support, and then we have resistance. So basically we have a new range going on. I know some people that would kind of call this like a celery play. Not exactly, but the concept anyways. Ideally, you want to get out of this range. If you close below here, that'd be all right. But I mean, think about this. So when I mark this, when I put this down here, clone it, we're sitting at 158, 259. We're gonna look at this in another. Oh, that's a sell all day long. That should have been like a 2%er. But prices, we're pushing bearish. Broke the low here, so we closed it at a resistance area. Broke the low. It's alright that it don't work. That's alright. That's alright. Your overall, we'll give it a second chance. I'm giving it a second chance because we're at 1%. And I how do I allow myself 2% or whatever? And again, it all comes down: are you willing to accept the risk? In my mind, the fact that we're moving bearish makes me think it wants to continue. If it don't, then we'll just we'll go to the next trading day. But seeing as this is a different lower wick, this should respect this wick. If it don't, then it is what it is. probability was not in my favor on that trade. But honestly, like I said, this is just to show you, like, for if you have to trade a range, like, at least make sure you're breaking supports or resistances, and you're rejecting areas, and you have room to move. You know, ultimately, you don't want to get caught into trying to force a trade. And really, when you're trading in a range, it's kind of what you're doing. So, really, I think this is your high though. I think we're gonna push down to here. Yeah, look at that. I mean, big, strong 4-hour rejection. A lot happened in this area though. Alright, let's close it. Break even. But anyways, guys, so like just to kind of summarize it all up, as I've been kind of doing as I went along. Trading the range, it's kind of doable. I mean, it's still pretty risky, but things I look out for, like possible fake outs. Like this here, this was a fake out all day. Like it broke above this resistance right here, broke and close, went this way. I mean, you could have took that. You could have took it on the closer, and you could have made money, right? That's the beauty about it. But I missed that move right here. And then when this closed bearish, that makes me think that made me think it was going back into range for a fake out. So, anyways, my thinking is really, if you see this ranging and sideways movement, kind of stay away. But there are times where I want to, like, I just feel that need. It's like, man, I got to be in the market, so I'll force a stupid trade. And I'm here to tell you that's a psychology issue. So if you find yourself doing that, you need to kind of work on your psychology. And I'll talk more about that in another video. But if you're having problems with your psychology, I would say get that book. I think it's Trading in the Zone, Mark Douglas. Get that book, read up on it. It's helped me a lot. It's made me understand that, like, no matter what strategy you're using, when you do it over time and you see that it has an edge, and I'll show you. I'll do a screenshot at the end of the video and try to show you my demo account and stuff. Maybe not the end of this video, but one of these videos I'll show you. And the way I look at those demo accounts, like, you might think, oh, how can he make videos if he's not even live? Well, I've gone live before, and being quite honest, I blew some accounts. I didn't really blow it, but I ended up kind of just cutting my losses and pulling that money out, because I live a normal life, normal 9-to-5 kind of guy. And I didn't have the same understanding back then that I feel like I have now. I never gave demo a chance, actually. This is some backstory, guys, but I had something happen where it was suggested almost to jump right into a live account so that you could deal with the emotions and the psychology of being in a live account and losing real money. And it wasn't a ton of money, but I lost a couple $1,000s doing that. really. And you live and you learn. And I can't dwell on that. I can only move forward. And moving forward, I'm now practicing this demo account, and I'm doing a lot better. I took a $50,000 demo account. Like I said, made 16 grand on it in a month. Did a $100,000 account right now, sitting around 9 grand in less than like a week or two. And the cool thing about demo, if you pay attention, is it's basically the live market. If you compare your MetaTrader or whatever broker you're playing with this demo account, if you compare it to TradingView, the numbers are the same, the movements are basically the same. So I'm telling you, in my mind, if you can be successful in a demo account, you can be successful in live. And the second I go live, I'm gonna let y'all know in these videos. And I don't know, it might be a good video later to talk about some of the things that, like my psychology issues. For example, I've heard people say if you can't trade on a small account, you can't trade on a big account. I'll tell you why I don't think that's true in another video, but I don't believe that. I believe it at the basic form of it, but like my psychology, I have a pretty decent job. Not saying I wouldn't even be considered middle class by the standards of middle class, but I live below my means and I'm comfortable. I pay my bills, you know what I mean? But what I'm getting at is if you're doing a trade and you're doing like a .05 lot and you're putting all that mental energy into it to get like $3 out of it, I mean, I don't know. To me, it's not worth the effort. So I need to kind of. I get what they're saying. That if you fail on a small account, you'll fail on a big account. But I know some of my failures on my small account is not taking money soon enough because I wanted to see bigger numbers, and that messed with me, you know. So now I keep it kind of sensible, right? So if I'm trading on this demo of $50,000, my lot size is half of that. So I'm doing like on the 2% rule. So instead of doing a 5 lot, I'm doing 2.5 lots. And that, to me, well, you know what? I'll save that for the next video. Alright. I hope y'all enjoyed the content. If you don't think there's enough examples, let me know. Like, I don't want these videos to be too drawn out to begin with. But I am going to continue to do videos based on certain topics, and I'm going to do simulations, and we'll try to grow, like we'll focus on smart trades and trying to get this number up. Because 10,000 is fairly reasonable, I believe. I'd like to be able to fund my next live account with a little bit more than that, but if I hit at least 10,000, I think that's a good point to make some money, because just going through the history of it, you know, your max loss at a time is around $100 at a time. You know, so as long as you're getting in like these $100 wins, $150, $48 wins, you're gonna balance out pretty good. And if my demo record is any indication, at $10,000, which mathematically that's a tenth of 100,000, right? So if my demo's set for 100 grand, which it is, and I've done since August 23rd, I've made $9,300. So a tenth of that would be $930. That's like $465 a week, or every 2 weeks or something like that. To me, that's pretty good side money, if anything, you know. And anyways, I'll talk more about that in another video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, you know, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.